Hey everyone, welcome back or welcome to That's Some Idea. I'm Erica. If you are returning, hey. If you are new here, subscribe, come hang out. I have a mixed haul today. I have a couple of things that I got from Pop Shelf and just two things that I got from the brand new Daiso store that opened in my area. I was so excited, so I popped in there. And then I have some goodies that I got from Aldi because I needed to go in for coffee. But as always, when you go into Aldi for just one thing, you take a perusal down their sort of specialty aisle and you come out with more than you intended. So I wanted to share all of those things with you. Sit down, grab a drink. It is a little cold here today because it's overcast, it's rainy. So I do have my fireplace heater on, so I apologize if it's a little loud. I'll try to speak up. But grab a drink. I am drinking one of my Waterloo blackberry lemonade flavored sparkling waters that I got from Imperfect Foods, sort of to kick off the spring and the summer. So let's get into this haul. So I'll start with the first two things that I grabbed when I went into Daiso. I was so excited that we have one in the area. They have all kinds of things. And so I didn't really have a lot of intention when I was going in. I just wanted to poke around and kind of see what was available. And I ended up coming away with two things. I grabbed their coffee clamp. I don't really know. Yeah, their measuring spoon with the clamp. I was so excited for this. I have a dual coffee maker that does both K-cups and the large carafe. So this will come in really handy when I'm doing, coffee rounds in the carafe. So grab that. This I think was like $3. Wasn't much. And then I also grabbed a large, this is a tote. And it is, I figured I would grab this for farmer's market stuff. And I really loved how wide and big this was. It is insulated in the bottom. This was about $5, I think. And you can kind of see inside of it that it's insulated. And the top part of it has a drawstring. So when you're done putting, your farmer's market and stuff in, you can drawstring it and then tote it. And this folds into itself, as you saw, and it has a elastic here that you can wrap it and store it neatly. So I did end up just grabbing those two things walking out of Daiso. I will probably go back and see if there's more to find, but I was excited to have those two things just to add to, my summer stuff. I did pop into Pop Shelf. I was trying to find candles for more spring and summer. I love stronger scents like tonka and oud and leather. And those are more sort of like fall and winter scents for candles. So I was trying to find things that were more fruity and floral. I do love the scent of jasmine. So I was trying to up my sort of candle stash for the summer, so it's not necessarily a real strong like leather scent in the house. It's more summery with fruits and florals. And so I did grab a couple of things in Pop Shelf. And on the candle note, I did end up getting the Cozy Place. This is passion fruit and hibiscus. And there are two candles in here, sort of with this pink opaque glass. And these smell wonderful. These are really, really summery, really fruity, and this will be really nice in this room for the summertime to put on. So grab that. And then I've mentioned in a previous haul, I have to travel this summer. I have to go abroad, and I wanted sort of an easy purse that kind of cross-shoulder sort of sat here, that I would be more comfortable with to sort of hold cash and passports, and it would just kind of be in my front to where I'm going this summer. And so I did find this, and this I think was around $10, and just a really nice sort of bag that sits more along the cross front of myself so that I can take, and this is faux leather, that I can take overseas with me. It has a big front pocket up here that you can see And then it has a back pocket that, you know, I can hide it more towards my chest and put, you know, phone, cash, whatever on this side. So I picked that up with the intention of traveling with it. And I love the handle, the strap on it. Really nice design, nice for summer. And the other small thing that I picked up, I saw these and thought they were just so pretty. And this is 18 karat gold plated, and they are just a set of earrings. These are really light. My ears, I love to wear earrings. I only have, you know, the one piercing in my earlobe. I'd like to get more, but I haven't. And my ears don't do well with really heavy metals, or earrings that are really heavy that weigh down my lobe. So it hurts. So I'm always on the hunt for more light metal. And these worked really well. These were $10. And I just thought they were so pretty. So I grabbed that as well from Pop Shelf. And that is everything that I grabbed from those two stores. I did have to go to Aldi. Like I said, we had to up on coffee. We were out of K-Cups. We are running low on just ground coffee and the flavored coffee. And maybe we're just too coffee snobbish in this house. I don't know, but we needed to grab more coffee. So I popped into Aldi to grab both, and then sort of came out with everything. I grabbed all kinds of stuff for my fairy garden to stuff for the pantry. I grabbed something for traveling this summer. I grabbed something for Mother's Day. And I even grabbed something for just regular gardening. I just went ham. So let's move into this and show you what I got. For the actual things that I went in and grabbed that I knew I needed, I grabbed 2 of their Barismo caramel K-Cups. We love this stuff. Just stick it right next to our coffee maker and have it in the morning. Works really well. These boxes are like $4.45 a box. You can't beat it. And it comes with 12 K-Cups. So I did grab 2 of those. And those are not in the specialty aisle. Those are pretty standard in Aldi. They're right around where the coffee is. So I know if I'm running low, I usually can go in and find it. But something that was in the specialty aisle that I grabbed to try was the flavored coffee from Barismo, and that was their Dulce de Leche light roast. So I did grab that, and this is coffee grounds for the other side of my coffee maker with Carafizz. So I grabbed that as well. And now I have the measuring spoon and the clamp that I can just clamp on and use it when I need it. So works out wonderfully. So grab that. And this, I believe, was $4.99. Wasn't too much for that. So that's what I needed. But that wasn't what I got. In the specialty aisle, they did have these. I picked up this for my kids' snack bin. This is a healthy alternative. They had the Clancy's original veggie straws. There are 6 single packs in here. My kids love veggie straws. This is a great snack for my daughter to take to school. This is nice to just pick out of the snack bin on the weekends and after school. So I did pick up one of those. And this was the veggie straws were... The veggie straws were $3.99 for the box. So veggie straws were $3.99 for the box. So not bad for 6 packs. I also grabbed this. I wanted to revamp some of my spring wreaths that are going on my door. I have an Easter wreath on my door right now that is bunny shaped. I have a short on how I redid that wreath, but I wanted to grab another one to do florals. And this wreath ended up being... This was $6.99 for this wreath. And it's just more of like a mini wreath, just more grass-like with not a lot of frill to it because I'm going to add to it. So I did pick that up. $6.99 for that. And then I thought for the summer, because I'm revamping some of my landscaping and I'm trying to sort of get myself organized, but who knows? My children and I, and my husband as well, we love berries. We love berries in the summertime. We love berries in the wintertime. And it's getting to the point where we maybe need to start growing our own. So Aldi did have, and these were $4.99, a blueberry plant to put outside. And then they also had a blackberry plant to put outside. You can plant these about 2 feet apart, plant them where they get sun, and they grow to about 4 to 6 feet apart, or 4 to 6 feet tall, sorry. We can't adjust ourselves today. It's just not happening. They grow to about 4 to 6 feet tall, and they take about 2 years to start getting berries on them. So I thought, you know what, we're gonna start early. We're gonna get these. I have a perfect spot for them that they can grow, you know, and not require a lot of attention, and they can get kind of the sunlight and the water that they need. So I did end up getting 2 of those to see if I could actually maybe cultivate a green thumb for myself, but who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Grab a drink. Has anybody else decided that they're going to start planting something this summer? Are you growing tomatoes? Are you growing fruits? Are you growing veggies? I feel like people usually start with tomatoes to see if they can get their green thumb, but who knows? What are you starting this summer? Another thing that I went down that aisle and found, because I'm getting ready to redo my decor in my house for May. It is May, and if you are a millennial like me, it's gonna be May. I found this and just had to have it. This is the Benner Tea Company, and it's called the Tea Party Collection. And these are caffeine-free herbal teas, and I just absolutely had to have them to put in one of my tea vignettes that I'm gonna be doing for Mother's Day. And you can see all the cute little critters on these tea bags. They are so cute, and you can see all the different flavors. I love the goose. Goose is one of my favorites. There's blueberry muffin, there's berry crumble, lemon macaroon, raspberry cookie, strawberry shortcake with the little rabbit. Like, I cannot, you just can't, you know. And if you are a junk journaler, or you are someone that likes to create picture journals, like if you did, have a birthday party with, your little ones, and you can, cut out these little tea bag pictures and put it in with the photos, this is just wonderful. And I also saw this on the back to be cut out, which is insane. If you turn it around, there is an invitation that you can cut out that says, you're invited to a tea party, and you can use it. How stinking cute. I believe this was like $4.99, $5.99, something like that. And it just, into the cart it went. We don't dispute these things. They just go. And then we kind of get into the fairy garden / garden. So we've kind of touched base on getting ready for fruit, getting ready for berries. But this time around, my daughter was with me, and she spotted these, and she said, "Mommy, can we get one for the fairy garden?" And they had one on display, and it was working. And I said, absolutely, put it in the cart. And then I saw the other one that was there, and I said, Mommy's gonna pick this one. You pick that one, I'll pick this one. My daughter saw this. These were $9.99, and it went into the cart. It is a solar-powered lighthouse. And when it was in Aldi and it was working, once it absorbs the sun, it has a little light in here that rotates like a lighthouse in the night. When it gets all charged up, into the cart it went. This is the one that she picked out. And then the one that I picked out was super cute. They are 3 frogs kind of doing piggyback on each other. And this is also solar, and their sunflowers light up. and I thought they were just super cute. With everything else we've got going on in our fairy garden, I just couldn't say no. So they were also $9.99 as well. So we grabbed those. And then these were smaller but super cute. These were $4.99, and I picked up just 2 of them because I couldn't resist. These are wind spinners, and they were so well made, and their colors are just so pretty. And they have multiple spinning action. They have one in the back that you can see here, and then they have one in the front. And they have these pretty little images on the front. They had a butterfly that was landed on the flower, so when when the wind goes, you can kind of see how it, you know, will blow and how it looks. So I grabbed that one to put into our fairy garden. And the other one I grabbed was the bee. And again, it has dual wind blades on it so that you can kind of see the flower moving and the bee on the front. Again, $4.99. Super cute. And these are all metal. There's no plastic to these, so these should hold up really well. And then I found a big ticket item, and I thought this would be super cute on my patio, and I can tear it down when the winter comes and store it away, folded down. But this was $24.99, and into the cart it went. This is a round nesting flower step, and I thought this would be perfect for smaller flower pots, even for herbs, for a small herb garden, as well as maybe sticking little fairy houses on it, along with the pots, with the small pots. So I did grab that, and this was the last one they had, and into the cart it went. So $24.99 for that. And then again, down that specialty aisle, I found these. I know I mentioned I'm going to be traveling this summer, and I thought these were so cool. Usually, you know, you can find things like this at Dollar Tree in like larger form, but I had never seen these before. These look like moleskin notebooks, but they are not moleskin notebooks. They are faux moleskin word searches. And they look like, you know, just like a travel notebook full of word searches. This one has Big Ben on it from London, and the other one is from Paris, the Arc de Triomphe. And I had to have these. They're gonna be perfect to travel with. I love word searches. They also had a Sudoku, and they also had a crossword puzzle. But I just grabbed the word searches. So pretty, so pretty. And these were $4.99 a piece. I did end up grabbing 2 more candles. These are a little bit more summery too. I wish I would have gotten there earlier because there were, and I'll show you the other scent I got. I didn't get it in a candle, but I wish I could have found it in a candle, but I had gotten there too late. These are the Kirkton House candles. These are $4.99 per candle. They are 2-wick. And this scent is in peach, amber, and vanilla. And just a really nice summer scent, and still gives me the smell that I love. I love the smell of amber. It's more of a warmer scent, but mixed in with peach and vanilla, it still has a summer vibe. And this just smells amazing. And they're calling this number 55. So I grabbed that. And I also grabbed the number 54 because, surprise, surprise, it's jasmine. It is jasmine, saffron, and cedar. Again, I love the smell of cedar. It's a warmer color. It's a warmer scent, but mixed with jasmine, it gives it more of a summer scent. Just so wonderful. These just smell amazing. I can't wait to burn these. So this is number 54. They did have, I was too late for the other candles, but they had them in reed diffusers. And I have a hallway in my upstairs that I love to put reed diffusers in. So I was able to snag this scent because this scent is also amazing. This is their number 8, and it is blue agave and cacao. And it has a little scratch and sniff tester on the top. Smells like the beach. And I love this. I wish I would have gotten this in a candle, but I didn't make it in time, but I did get it in a diffuser. So this is gonna go in my upstairs hallway on the bookshelf that sits in my hallway. And it just smells amazing. So pick those up. These are going fast if you have an Aldi, just FYI, because they went fast in mine. When I picked these candles up, there were only 4 left, and these were the only 2 cents in the candles that were left. So people are grabbing them just to make sure that you are aware of that. And that is everything from my collective haul. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button, come hang out longer, and let me know what you are finding at your local Aldi. Are you someone that is also like me, that goes in for one thing and then you kind of end up coming out with everything because you take a walk down the special aisle? Are you finding things at Pop Shelf or other stores? Let us know in the comments below. I will see you all on the next go around.